Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. It's cold, we are in winter, not much going on here. Now finally I found the time to work on the van again, and I'm gonna mount the diesel heater. So I prepare some tools here, like a double muffler, because why not? It's the straight version, so it's not gonna make any problem to the flow, but two, it's proven that it's going to lower a little bit more the noise. Other parts right here, but the actual unit is already mounted. I already mount the plate with the intake pipe and exhaust pipe, also the fuel line with the fuel pump and fuel filter. It's already filled with oil because I tested before the heater on the bench just to make sure it works, So basically I'm ready to put it into the van. Of course I still need to make the hole in the van and prepare everything, but the unit is ready to go in. This one is the smallest one, a 2 kilowatt Chinese diesel heater, but I will going to use this one with a really cool product, which is this one. It's called Afterburner. I will put the link of the website of this little control unit. It's a really cool controller that will allow me to connect the diesel heater to my network, my system, so I can control it remotely. And it has also a lot of features that are not present on the original Chinese unit controller, like weekly schedule or like an actual thermostat with external probe, or the elevation feature, so it will change the ratio between fuel and air when you go up in the mountain, in the high elevations. So it's really cool device. Check it out if you wanna upgrade your Chinese diesel heater. I already take off a little bit too much maybe, of the interior of the cab. So this is the passenger seat, and the situation is like this. I take out all the plastic on this side, the seat obviously, because I'm going to mount the diesel heater right here under the passenger seat. I'm gonna remove also the driver's seat and all the floor, so I can have a chance to deeply clean, and so I can work really easily here, making the hole and all the connection, There are still unfinished wire, all the thing that I need to, fix. I have a bunch of stuff that needs to be mounted underneath the driver's seat and connected, like the DC to DC charger and other electronics. I'm gonna mount also a 220 outlet in the cab coming from the inverters, so I can have the 220 while driving if I have something that needs to be powered by 220 volts. Okay, so let's get into it and remove the rest of the floor. If you're planning to work inside the cab or on the dashboard, removing stuff, I will highly suggest you to invest in a kit like this. It's very inexpensive, but there are all the tools you needed to remove all those plastic pins and stuff without break anything, Okay, let me show you what I found. A lot of dirt, of course. I need to clean everything. Look how much dirt there is in here. Disgusting. But I would like to remove everything, but I can't unless I take out, you know, the steering shaft, which I don't want. So I will just try to lift this up and like keeping the floor lifted so I can clean underneath and so I can work. That's the only thing I can do. I don't want to take out everything or mess up with this, you know.
One eternity later.
I just finished to clean the floor, just the plastic. Still need to clean underneath. And I started to look for the fuel pump here and see what I can do because I want to use the fuel to power the diesel heater. So yeah, I think I'm going to remove everything, open the pump assembly here, take it out and make a hole on the actual tank on the side here, on the black plastic tank. I saw many people drilling a hole right here. This is the venting pipe that goes basically over there outside. Some people just drill in the middle between the two ports here. Some other people drill on the side here or here, but I don't want to touch anything here. I want to leave everything as it is and drill a hole on the black plastic, which is the actual tank. So probably this side, I don't know, maybe over there I will find the flatter part and drill a hole there. But first I need to open this up. So let me see how can I open it, because I don't want to break anything, you know. I don't have the proper tool, so I probably try to hammer on the side gently and try to spin it. There is two arrows here, so you know how to put the pump in back, but I will mark also the outer ring so I can put it back in the proper way.
A few moments later.
Okay, so guys, it's already dark outside. I'm working with a headlamp, but I want to show you that I tried with hammer and flat screwdriver, but it doesn't work. I already broke one pin, so I stopped there. I then asked to a Fiat garage, it's a friend of mine. He said that you can unscrew this with a screwdriver. You need to work in two person, so one going one way on this side and one in the other way on the other side, so then you can unscrew it. But I took the shortcut and asked him if I could borrow the right tool, which is this one. So this one goes on top and, you know, has 4 pins to unscrew it properly. Okay, now I'm going to remove everything and then we'll continue tomorrow morning because outside it's pretty dark. Okay guys, I did it. I know that the tank should be not so full, but whatever. The thing, it's installed and I cut it so there is an inch or maybe 2 inches from the bottom of the tank like this. I know I'm not risking to empty the tank, so let me put the pump back in and close it. Okay, so the pump is back in. I used the mark I made right here to tighten it enough, but not too much or too less, you know. The 2 arrows here are in the same place, so that should be good. Now, before connecting back together everything, I'm going to connect the fuel line for the diesel heater, because then will be much difficult with everything over it, you know.
A few moments later.
I think I'm good. As you can see, everything it's back together, and the fuel line for the dieselator runs over there. I don't know if it's visible, but basically it goes underneath the van. So see you tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So last night, as you just saw, I continued to work on the fuel pump until late, and today basically I just need to protect. I will put like a electric pipe on the fuel line, like this one but smaller, to protect it, and then I can close it. I already cleaned everything underneath here, so it looks much better than before, you know. I can put together all the pieces over there on the driver's side, and also probably, yeah, I can install the driver's seat so I can drive if I need to. Okay, great. Everything is put together on that side. Of course, I still need to do the majority of the job. The fuel line is there, exact place, which is somewhere over the exhaust in this position. So yeah, now I just need to organize the work and start marking the place and cutting the floor. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I just look underneath the van to see where should be the most easier place to drill the hole, and also based on the space that I have under the seat, you know, I decided to place the heater as back as possible. This is the beam. From here you have plenty of space, and there is a beam also here. So I'm gonna stay close to this beam and this beam, basically around here. But because I don't need the space under the seat for anything else than the heater, I'm going to cut out all the floor under the seat, so nothing will be close to the heat, basically. Okay, be careful with those wires when you're cutting the floor. You don't want to cut any of those or you are in big trouble. So this one will stay in place when the plastic are put together here. I can reinstall those because I'm working here now and I don't need to lift the floor anymore because I have a hole. Yeah, let's do it.
A few moments later.
Good. I'm gonna take this seat in just to make sure I will find the right spot. Measure twice and cut once. So let me bring you in closer. This is the space. The problem is this part of the seat right here that I don't want to be interfering with the heater, you know. I think I'm ready to make the hole. Wish me luck. I'm gonna start to drill a hole and see underneath where it is. Looks good to me. Perfect. Okay, now I need to cut. Should be a circular hole, but it's easier to cut a square. Looks good. Let me show you. See? This is the heat shield of the exhaust. Plenty of space. And then I can route the pipes on this side, you know. Let me clean this mess. I spray some anti-rust paint. Now I think I'm ready to insert the whole thing, you know. So pump down. Okay. This is the outlet, so like this. Let's see. Okay. Of course, I need to bend a little bit the exhaust pipe here, like this, and like this. That should work. Let me try. There we go. That's perfect. So, the situation. Okay, I need to bend a little bit more the exhaust, so it will be more like a 90-degree bend. The intake is fine. Also the fuel line is fine. Perfect. Okay, let me try again. Okay, now it's perfect. I'm gonna glue it down in this position with some elastomer 710, because this is not glue, but it's butyl sealant, so I can remove it. It's not a permanent attachment for maintenance. I'm just gonna pour a lot of this on the side here. So let's try like this. This side is good. This side is good. This side is good as well. Now I can screw this in. So I'm trying to use the screws that comes with the dieselator, which are self-tapping screws. Pretty good. And they have also a plastic washer on top. Looks good to me. I mean, I think it's pretty solid, you know. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing from there. So I have my double muffler exhaust here. I would like to mount it right here like this, because I have a 2-point attachment, easy, in this way, and it's pointing towards the back and outside the van. Any water condensation that will form inside, you want it to be able to drain out, basically. So something like this. It's always fun working underneath the van, you know. Oh, come on. Whew. Now I should use those clamps that came with the kit to hold the pipe, so I can use it one maybe here. Okay, I'm gonna use those angles here that came with the kit to attach the muffler, but I need to make them straight. Let's try. Yeah. Wow. Solid. This is it. Basically, it's always pointing down, so any condensation can flow out from this hole and this hole right here, pointing outside. Perfect. Now I'm gonna attach the intake silencer, kind of like this, in the other direction, in front, and then I need to figure out where to mount the pump, so I'm gonna do this quickly. So guys, I think I'm done down here. So exhaust fixed, intake fixed, very sturdy. Then the fuel line, I moved the fuel line from this side of the exhaust to the other side near the tank, and I mounted on one of those holes of the fuel tank bracket here. It's very loose. I didn't put too much pressure on the nut. Actually, I used M6 bolt with 2 nuts, so I could lock the 2 nuts together and leave it a little slack, you know. I know I didn't put any pipe around the fuel line here, but I think it's fine because most of it's covered. Now the last thing I need to do underneath the van is to find a hole or make a hole for the fuel pump wires and connect it. Let's see what I can do. Okay, I figured out that to go outside with the fuel pump wires, I'm gonna make a hole in the floor, and I'm gonna use one of those nice rubber cap. So I'm gonna drill a hole around here with this bit. That should work. Oh yes, it's perfect. The fuel pump wires are pretty long, but they are connected, you know, to the main connector. So to be able to go through the floor, I have 2 options. Carry it and then connect it again, or open the plug here, take out the wires and then put it back together, which I'm going to try. Or maybe, you know what, maybe this side, it's easier. Yeah, I'm gonna try on this side. So if you want to disassemble this plug, you need to go in with, okay, it's not that easy, I already primed it, but you need to take out this yellow part and remember how it was in. There is a little plastic lip that you need to open, like move it away from the wire, and then you can easily remember where the wire was. Great. Okay. Boom. Okay. Here we go. Like this. That's funny because this one doesn't fit. I should have feed the wire through the hole here before doing this shit. Well, Let me go underneath again. Yes, good. Voila. Now I have all this extra, but I don't care. I can leave it, like this. Doesn't matter. So let me put together this one. Nice. The wires are coming from the wrong side, so I could actually move it to this side. Okay, let me bring some light. It's getting dark. Now in winter the days are so short. Okay, bring this over there like this. Okay, perfect. Nothing interferes with the fan. Let's put this back in. I know this video is gonna be very long, but it is what it is. So this goes like this. Okay, this is the controller wires and this is power. So I just wanna do a little bit of cable management here, just a little. No? Yeah, why not? The fuel pump wires like this. Voila. Good. So I have the plus and minus power, and this is the controller. So now, as I said, I have the Afterburner control unit, and this is what I'm gonna use, not the original one, which has standard connection. There are two, because male and female, because you need the original one the first time you power this device to basically to copy all the settings from the original one to this one. Then there is a easy step-by-step guide to do this. Then you can remove the original one and go with this. But I already did this, and so now I can just connect this and try to give it power. I just wanna to test it, so just with loose wire I'm gonna power the heater, prime the pump and see if it works. Good morning guys, it's snowing today, so whatever. I'm not a fan of the winter season, but here we are. So last night I did try to turn it on, connect it here, and it's working. And then I started to assemble the hair pipe. This will go like this. This one will blow in the van from a hole that I need to do over there. And I left another extra here, maybe to go, let me show you. So the first one will be right here, then there is the kitchen unit. So the second one I could go underneath the kitchen all the way to the back to heat up underneath the bed, the garage area, because if you're having, all the interior of the van warm but the garage cold, then you can have problem with condensation, maybe under the mattress, or it's better to have, everything warm inside, even over there. So I will leave this option, but the T has valves here that I can open and close, so I can decide if I want to heat up the garage or not. But before installing this, I want to make the hole over there, and I will also insulate a little bit with this. It's like the Harmacell type of insulation, and it's very good for this job. Let me do this. Okay, so the pipe is insulated and fixed in place. Now, before going further, I want to reinstall the seat because the weather is not so good. As you can see, it's snowing. I don't want the seat to get wet, so once it's in there I can close the cap and work from the inside, you know. So yeah, let me do this quickly. Okay, great. One thing that I didn't show you before is that to be able to fit the diesel heater in this position, I cut this pipe. See, this one? I cut it here and here, so the heater could fit. Okay, I'm ready to make the hole, hopefully in the right place. I think this is right. Let's do it. The hole is there. Let me clean a little bit and let's see. So here I have this piece of wood, which will be the same as this one. It's like a trim, you know. It goes like this somehow, and then I will need to make the hole in front of this one, and I will use, let me show you, this nice outlet, not the one that comes with the diesel heater. This one is more like an automotive standard, and you can turn it, you know, any direction I want, you know, and I can close it also. If I'm not using the heater, I can keep it closed, so there's no cold air from the cap coming through the heater into the living area. There is this adapter. Usually you screw this in between a thin wall, but in my case I'm not gonna use this one. This is exactly 60 millimeters, so I will make a hole here for this going flush, and the 60 millimeter pipe will be attached right on this one from the inside. So I'm not gonna do this right now because it needs to be cut, but there is no kitchen right now, so I don't know where to cut it. So to be precise, I'm gonna wait until the kitchen will be mounted, and then I will cut this one on the right length, and then I can make the hole and install the outlet port here. So until then, this is gonna be on the side. Right now I just need a small piece of pipe, actually. Let me measure it. So something like 10 centimeters. So now this needs to go there. For now I will leave this side closed, just like this. I can use the heater, and right here, so I have this piece of wood for a step here. Voila. Looks good to me. What do you think? So now it's the only thing it's left is to turn the diesel heater on and get some warm air in here, you know, because it's cold. Now I'm gonna connect the diesel heater to power, and I'll show you the Afterburner control panel, what it does. Okay, 4.2 degrees Celsius is the temperature from this probe, which should be somewhere in your van. And then you can see the battery voltage, the time, and the Wi-Fi access point it's turned on. That will be another video. Through Wi-Fi, connect to a web page directly to this device and see a bunch of stuff and settings. So if I scroll through, this is just time and date. Here I can change the settings from temperature control or power control, Celsius, Fahrenheit. Here I can reset the power consumption, and this little drop with an arrow is to activate the priming to the pump. But we don't want any of this, right? So the next page is GPIO status, because those wires right here are all GPIO again. So if you have a separate tank, you can set up how many liters the tank is, and here you can see how full the tank is. This is the main menu and the main page to operate, to turn it on and off. And up and down I can set the temperature that I want in the van. So let's say 20 degrees Celsius, which is 71 Fahrenheit. If I hold the center button, it will turn on. And it's nice because it's it's telling you exactly what it's doing. The first one on the left is the ambient temperature. The second one with the circle above is the target temperature, fan and fan RPM. Glow plug on, there's an icon with the power it's drawing. So now it's, let me see if I can show you closer, 91 watts. And the temperature on the right, it's the inside temperature of the heater. Let's see, still heating glow plug. The pump it's not turning on yet. We should see another icon appear right here for the pump and the pump pulsation. Here we go. The little drop moving, it's the pump now doing 1 pulsation per second. I can barely hear the pump. Okay, the pump it's going up a little bit, and also the fan is ignited. That means we have a flame going on inside, and now shortly we should turn off the glow plug. Pump is going up, it's the max. Glow plug turned off, and now we can see the total amount of fuel consumed from the startup, basically from yesterday that I tried. You can reset this to 0 if you want. So pump at maximum, fan at max speed also. As you can see far right, the temperature inside the heater is going up. In fact, I can feel some warm air now. Okay, so now that it's running, I cannot hear the pump anymore. Maybe because the noise from the air, I don't know. The heater temperature is rising, 100. Oh, okay, running. So now it's running, meaning that the temperature inside it's reached a certain level, and now it's working to the target temperature. So good. Here we go. So what do you think? I invest some money on this. It's not really expensive. It's the same price of another Chinese diesel heater, but in my opinion it's really worth it. I can then connect this device to my network, and I can use MQTT protocol to read the information, but also to control and change settings from, for example, my phone when I'm away, you know? Okay guys, I think for this video it's really enough. I'm sure it's gonna be a really long video, but you know, there is a lot to talk about and to show you. The heater is working. Actually, it's really warm inside, and yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye! Okay, I'm finished here. No, fuck. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Okay, so do not cut the wire underneath. Here you go. Oh shit. I forgot to put this lip underneath. Shit. Okay, no problem. I know I'm filming just here, but whatever. Let me check underneath. Let me bring you with me. Shit. No. Drill. Oh no, it's outside. I have to go to find the bolt. Let me put you on pause if I can. Okay, I'm back with a bolt, brand new bolt and nut. I moved the fuel line from this side. So, oh sorry. The first time you start up. Good morning, guys. It's definitely, you know. Can you hear me? Yeah. Serio? Looks good. Looks good to me. Okay, again. Just a second.